Blizzard, you have gone too far. What in the hell is that? Who asked for that? What is this? Bastion in sentry mode, moving around, killing everyone. What is going on? All right, guys, we've got the details here of the Bastion and the Sombra reworks. We're going to go over them in detail in this video. It's going to be disgusting because they are crazed. Like, they have gone mental. They have made these heroes actually insane. Like, it's just disgusting. All right, then. So, let's get stuck into the Bastion bit because it's just wild. Oh, my God. Right, so they've made him look better, which I actually quite like the look of this Bastion. He looks more streamlined. He's got Torbjorn's hat. It's all lore relevant. Ganymede looks amazing. It's great, right? I like it. It's fine. I mean, he has to look like how he looked before, right? They can't radically change him. So now he doesn't have self-repair. He has this instead. He legit fires some sort of bouncing bomb out of... I mean, what is that? Look at the damage it does. What are we witnessing here? This is just madness. Now he doesn't have recoil. He's got reduced fire rate on his weapon there, but he just doesn't have recoil. That seems pretty damn good, ladies and gentlemen, if I do say so myself. Oh, and his ultimate, he just straight up turns into an artillery cannon now and fires what can only be described as 3 Doomfist ultimates. What in the hell? Look at this. I mean... fun fact about this, though, it can be deflected by Genji. It can also be eaten by D.Va's defense matrix and blocked with shields, which is wonderful. But this, though, this is just obscene. This is like one of those things where it's like they have the technology and the science to do it, but they've really got to ask themselves, should they have done it? You may notice as well, he's got infinite ammo in this mode. It does less damage, but he's got infinite ammo. Of course, less damage compared to live. Right then, let's look at the specifics of the Bastion change, because they are disgusting. So, configuration recon. Weapon fire rate reduced by 50%. The damage fall-off range increased to be more accurate at long range. Weapon spread reduced to 0. Now, we kind of seen that in the video, right? It's not like a fully auto assault rifle kind of thing anymore. It's just bang, 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 bang. But it's pinpoint accurate. That is actually really good, especially for long-range poke. Configuration sentry, this is where they start getting a bit crazy. Can now move while firing, exclamation mark, but at a reduced movement speed. Weapon has unlimited ammo because why the hell not? But weapon damage is reduced by 40%. And I actually think this is kind of nice because what you can do with this is you can use cover with Bastion. Like, you can pop in and out of cover, firing away in sentry mode. It's actually really cool. And it's still going to do a lot of damage. And remember as well, shields are nerfed in Overwatch 2. So you're still going to do a ton of damage to shields. Like with this Bastion, and it's just, I don't know, it's just mental to see this. It's like what the hell? What the hell? The ultimate configuration artillery. This is where things get a bit mental. So in artillery mode, Bastion locks to the ground and unleashes a powerful long-range artillery strike. Manually target 3 different locations to strike anywhere on the map. Now, this can hit Pharah in the air. It could hit Mercy in the air. You can use this to push teams out of position. You can drop 2 artillery strikes behind a team, then drop 1 in front of them where you kind of predict them to go. Now, Jeff did say during the live stream, this does 600 impact damage, which is pretty disgusting because if you get hit by all 3, that's 1800 damage and you're actually dead. But remember, figures will probably change before the game goes live. Now, reconfigure. Bastion's transformation between 2 primary combat modes now has an 8-second duration and a 10-second cooldown. So when he goes into sentry mode, there's a cooldown that's getting applied there. So he can't just whip in and out of recon and sentry mode like he can on live. Self-repair has been removed. To be honest, it was probably the most boring ability in the game. Like, who really enjoyed using self-repair on Bastion? Instead, you get what is now referred to as tactical grenade, because that makes sense. Let's just fire a grenade. I mean, I'm sure this is probably some sort of upgrade Torb has given him. Yeah, maybe it would have been cool, actually, if they gave him like a mini molten core or something, because he's supposed to be Torb's best friend now, isn't he? Anyway, tactical grenade. Bastion shoots a tactical grenade that detonates after a short delay and knocks back enemies it strikes. Grenades bounce off walls but stick to enemies and floors. Grenades explode shortly after they stick to an enemy or floor. So what you've got here is a Bastion with a very accurate long-range poke primary fire. A Bastion who can turn into a literal minigun and just drive around and shoot people, although with a little bit less damage than live. And then he fires a grenade, because why not? That also bounces off walls, because again, why not? But I bet that is really, really fun to use. And then finally, he just turns into an actual artillery platform and starts firing away. This is bonkers. This is actually bonkers, but it looks super fun. And this is what I want to see with Overwatch Reworks. actually, when you look at this as a rework, and then you look at Reinhardt's rework, for example, they just gave him 2 fire strikes. And he can stop his charge. Anyway, let's take a look at Sombra, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is possibly the most disgustingly broken thing we've ever witnessed. It is just disgusting. Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Reducing her CC abilities in line with larger changes to Overwatch.
I can't stop laughing.
And giving her more potential damage.
Here we go.
Let's start with changes to her
Wow, this is just mental.
First, we significantly reduced the
cooldown. The cooldown's reduced on hack.
Secondly,
right.
her hack now lasts 8 seconds, but now has 2 components.
Now lasts 8 seconds.
The first component of the ability works exactly like it does in Overwatch 1, disabling abilities. However, that effect now has been reduced to 1 second.
Only 1 second. Okay, cool.
The second component of hack is a brand new effect that reveals hack targets.
Because why not? Because why not?
Through walls, and it lasts the entire duration of the hack. In addition to that, her passive has gained the ability to do 50% more damage to hacked targets.
What? Like what? But here it gets mental. Watch this.
Ability, we tweaked it so it no longer removes all shields, but instead, it now just deals
damage EMP
equal to 40% of their current health. Combined with her new
and hacks them.
Effect, this gives her even more.
And then she does more damage to them.
Lastly,
what is this Sombra?
An update that really leans into her character is that you
what
can
is
now
this Sombra?
hack while being in stealth.
Why not?
You are briefly revealed when hacking, but it no longer removes stealth completely.
See you later.
Okay, let's look at the details. So Sombra, I really like what they've done with the machine pistol. It's got this really cool like effect down the side of it, but they have looked at each other in the mirror and gone, we are turning Sombra into an absolute killing machine that is so disgustingly OP. Everybody's going to love it. Now, oh my God. Let's have a look at this. So her passive is called Opportunist, and it now also deals 50% more damage to hacked targets. So she hacks a target. The hack now lasts for 8 seconds, right? She does 50% extra damage to that target in 8 seconds. What if you nano boost your Sombra and then she hacks a target and that target is then dead? What happens if she's got Bongo from Orisa, if that's still an ability? This is actually insane. In every conceivable level, it is mental. Machine Pistol, the damage has been reduced from 8 to 7. The spread has also been reduced by 20%. None of this matters because if you hacked a target, you're doing 50% more damage to it. It's mental. EMP, this is where they've literally gone mad. They have actually gone mad here, and I love it for it. I absolutely love it. So, EMP, removed effect, no longer deals any additional shield-specific damage. Fine. However, added an effect deals 40% of an enemy's current HP. Now, this isn't the same as Sigma's ult, because Sigma's ult deals damage of your total HP. This is just your current HP. So if Sombra EMPs you, you lose 40% of whatever health you've got back. So if you've got 100 health, you're going to lose 40 health just straight away. But then you're also going to be hacked, which then also means Sombra's going to do 50% more damage to you, which is frightening, which is really, really frightening because you're going to die, especially if you're a squishy target. That is absolutely mega. Translocator remains the same. Now, hack, this is where things get a little bit complicated. So, cooldown has been reduced from 8 to 3 seconds. So, you can hack every 3 seconds. Duration has been increased to 8 seconds. Ability lock duration has been reduced from 5 seconds to 1 second. Now, this is really good. No one likes losing control of their hero. So, it's basically an interrupt now. This is the way to look at this. So, if you see like a Bastion in artillery mode, you can hack him. He's going to pop out of artillery mode. A Reinhardt charging like the example Blizzard gave, hack him, he's just going to stop. And that's it. And that's the end of the, you can then use your abilities. It's only 1 second. But you're now revealed for 8 seconds if you've been hacked. So that's actually a bit mental. So that's the entire duration of the hack. Cooldown is no longer halved when hacking health packs. Fine. Health pack hack duration has been reduced from 60 to 30 seconds. Again, that's okay. Then we move on to stealth. So fade in time has been reduced by 50%. Detection radius has been increased, though, from 2 to 4 meters, so she's a little bit easier to find. This is to offset the fact that using hack no longer removes stealth, but Sombra does become briefly visible while hacking. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Sombra can now hack while she's in stealth, but she just briefly becomes visible, but it's not broken. So she hacks, and then she still is in stealth, basically. This is mental. Now, I do want to end the video on this, because this is the problem we've got with all of these Overwatch changes. We think of them through the lens of Overwatch, because we're just like, Oh my god, this Sombra in actual live Overwatch would be the most broken piece of shite I've ever seen in my life. What have you done here, Blizzard? This is mental. Even the new Bastion is probably ridiculous. But the thing is, though, this is all for Overwatch 2, and we don't know what all the other balance changes are, so it's really hard for us to see what's going on. Now, we did get to see a show match where some pro players played with each other, but again, it was pretty difficult to find out sort of the balance and what was going on there. Also, because a lot of the heroes hadn't been changed, or some of them are overtuned, some of them are too powerful. Maybe Sombra is, maybe she isn't. But I think what they're trying to do here is make the heroes more fun to play. Now, if this is going to be the way they go with all of the heroes in terms of reworks, I'm all for it, because it's going to bring... It just makes you excited for Overwatch again. And I think that's the first thing they need to do. And then they can worry about getting the balance right. I just hope that they do get the balance right a little bit faster than maybe what they managed to achieve in Overwatch, which, you know... Does anyone remember goats? Things like that. Does anyone remember Brig? I mean, it would be nice to see what the Brig rework is. I can't wait to see that one. But yeah, I think this is actually a pretty good job. And I'm actually kind of excited for this. I think this is much better than I expected. Although, Sombra does seem mental. All right, guys. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. And I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.